The weather will not be a factor today. We have absolutely beautiful conditions here. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Dowdle. And he takes it ahead for a 4-yard pickup there to begin our game.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Dowdle again. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Javon Fuller bringing that play to an end.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Now Rodgers. A throw right side, caught by Bernard. And he's going to have them a first down. It was close for a moment when he caught it, but he knew what he needed to do after he did so.
And the Steelers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Rodgers will look to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. He's going to be forced out after he picks up about 19 yards. And that is good for a Pittsburgh first down.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, that really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. On target to his back, Rico Dowdle. And giving up the fight here as he goes out of bounds before he can get back to the line. So it gives up a yard, maybe 2 on that first down. Rodgers now on 2nd down. And they will take him down. They got him back at the 41. Micah Parsons. And that's going to bring up 3rd and very long. They've got to get 20 or more. So the defense gets their first breakthrough of the game, Brock. Let's see if it's a quick knockout punch to this drive, too.
Yeah, and that's really going to be who responds, right? Does this defense continue to step on the accelerator? Can the offense slow it down? We know how important sacks are, and that was a big one.
Third and long for him here. He beams one deep right side. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Packers take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Now Love on the play fake. Kraft has it. Contact is made, and that's going to take him out of bounds. Gain of about 21 on the play, and that gives Green Bay the first down.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it will largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Throwing on 2nd. Love. This is on target to Christian Watson. And they're going to bring him down, but 8 was enough. They got what they needed. First down coming.
Always a fun race up here in the booth between quarterback and receiver to watch. Who sees it first, that opening? If a receiver wins it, that hand's going up in the air, he wants it. Quarterback wins it, passes out before he's even looking for it, and when they both recognize it, you get that. You get a first down.
That one's caught along the left sideline. Stops there, but that gets them the first. A big gain before the defense got to him. Looks like about 22 yards.
First down, Packers.
To the air with Love. Makes the catch. He's down inside the 30. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Running on first here with Jacobs. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Derek Harmon, the former Oregon Duck, making that stop.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
So through one, this game, more for you defensive maestros out there. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. Here's Love. Escapes the pocket. Throws this one deep down the right side. And that's incomplete, but I do see some laundry on the field. Let's see what this flag is all about. Oh, an exceptionally painful penalty as it sets up 1st and 10 now inside the red zone. Working inside the red zone. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up. So his first blemish, Brock, after that perfect 4-for-4 start. And wouldn't expect one incompletion, though, to stop him from leaning on him this opening drive.
No, I don't think so. And I think more than anything, you see the defense kind of... the ball can hit the ground on this side.
Yeah, the defensive pressure messes up that release. Pass falls to the ground. It is incomplete. It's third down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Pass brought in by Watson. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
They call third downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Love now. Caught out wide. And across the line he goes. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs scoring there on the 10th play of that drive. All right, so we're already into the second quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as infrequent as they've been to start this game, you got to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are a perfect 1-for-1.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Dowdle now to return it. He dodged the tackle. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw. Forced out to his right. Caught into the hands of Freiermuth. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain.
That's good for us, Steelers. First down.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. To throw is Rodgers. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Packers are tackled on the return right along their own 40-yard line. So their second drive ends just the way their first one did, Brock. And if you are the coach down there, man, you've got to be fuming.
Yeah, so frustrated, right? 2 drives in, you still can't get your game plan at all. Not a series you're going to keep ending prematurely. You don't want to be playing behind schedule right from the start of the game, which is exactly where they found themselves.
Love now to throw. Completes this one to Kraft. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Well, we have seen the value of a big physical tight end. Just like that. Those post routes downfield, so hard to defend. The great tight ends, the physical tight ends, it's almost as if they're posting up on the low block in basketball, and you can't get around them.
Love fumbled it. Steelers have it, headed the other way. And they're going to give a couple yards back on the return, but I don't think they care much, Brock, because they're going to take over on the fumble.
That's quarterback's living nightmare and a defender's dream right there. Not just to get the sack and get home, but sack fumble, that's what these defenders live for.
Back to work after throwing the pick. It's a completion to Michael Pittman Jr. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down.
You know, quarterbacks aren't always the one dishing out punishment, but when they take it and they deliver a frozen rope, when they deliver a ball right on target just like that, man, the respect factor grows 100-fold with your teammates.
Looked like a first for a moment, but still a couple of inches left to go. Second down. Now here's Rodgers. Once more into the hands of Pittman. And they hit big there on that second down. Let's see if this play holds up or not, though. We've got a penalty flag down. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. Back to the line they come, second down. Rodgers set to pass. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Now Rodgers. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing fourth down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Play action, Love. And they're going to take him down. Pressure gets to him at the 15. That's T.J. Watt. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down. Love. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And boy, they made a challenge for that first down. They got very close. Picked up 14. Now it's third and short. Not much scoring to this point since we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Acrisure Stadium in just a moment. Third down, 1 yard to go. And this might be a free play. Let's see what they do. Got his man. It's Golden. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. Penalty yardage marked off. Here's 1st and 10. Love looking to pass. This is Reed working the right side. He's hit, finally forced out of bounds after a gain of about 27 on the play. And that will be good for a Packers first down.
So many times, Kate, when I see these receiver screens, I think punt return. It's like a punt return. On punt return, it's all about those blocks. The returner's got to catch it, and he's got to feel those blockers in front of him. It's no different on a big play like this with the wide receiver screen.
Throw left is intercepted. And they're going to drop him to end the return, but this turnover isn't going to stand. We've got flags at the spot right where he picked it off. So the pass interference flag sets him up fresh set of downs. 1st and 10. Quick throw out wide by Love. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one, and it'll give the Packers the first. Putting a receiver in motion. From the red zone now. And this will wind up incomplete, so the failure to connect brings up 2nd down.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Throwing on 2nd down, here's Love. Buys time, rolling right. Complete over the middle. Well, this certainly makes the 3rd down easier. Nearly avoided it altogether. Gain of 10 right up near that marker down. Throwing, it's Love. And this one is way too much, Brock. Sailing through the end zone. That takes us to 4th down.
That is somebody it's tough to truly overthrow, but it can happen. I know what he was thinking, Kate. I'm going to put this in the spot where only my guy gets it. Problem was, that spot was even too high for him.
Ooh, maybe some nerves there. He moved early on 4th down. Now we're going to see if this affects their choice to go for it. The Packers sending out their special teamers. Field goal coming. This only a chip shot from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. It sails right through a beautifully placed football.
You know, you look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
And he takes the return out of bounds.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Rodgers will look to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. Defense gets to him, shoves him out, gain of about 16 before they did so. And that's going to give the Steelers the first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
To throw, Rodgers. Left side pulled in by Pittman. And he's got a chunk here, about 14 yards before the stop is made. First down coming up. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
50-yard line.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Rodgers. This is reeled in by Pittman. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Now Rodgers on this 3rd and short. This is a heater going deep. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chris Boswell for the point after. And that's off the mark. No good. And there's a flag down, though, Brock. And the way that everybody's reacting, I think somebody jumped early. Yeah, avoidable mistake there, Brock. A lot of people saw it, including our officials. Offside's the call. So the penalty makes this try even easier for him. That one a whole lot easier after that penalty as he sends it through. No problem. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
At their own 20-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. Here's Love to throw. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our 1st half.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's Sky Moore on the return. Things going well so far. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. 3rd quarter starts with a run from Jacobs. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know that was exactly what the defense talked about on the sidelines, getting ready for that drive. Let's send a message from the jump, and let's hit them hard.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Motioning him from the slot right. 2nd down. Here's Love. Brought in by his back. It's Jacobs. And they found something that worked there. Nearly 30 yards on that play. And almost always that's going to be good for a first. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Love now to throw. Has his man, but his man does not have that football. He drops an easy one, Brock. It's 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Slot man motioned over. 2nd down throw for Love. Gets it downfield, on target to Watson. And a big chunk picked up on that play, over 20, and he gets him the first.
Gain of 23 yards. And a Packer first down.
Working inside the red zone. Completed to his running back. He's out of bounds. Looks like right around the 5-yard line, partner. So they're going to be set up with 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll run. Jacobs. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, and knocked down that runner.
Dumped off to his running back. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
I think you felt what I felt up here in the booth, Kate. A little bit of, a little bit of desperation brought a little extra force with that tackle.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Love. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you've got a great chance to win.
22-yard attempt.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll double their lead to 6.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Dowdle now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. From the gun, a run for Dowdle. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Rodgers to throw. Diving right side, got it! They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. It's a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Oh, brother, it's another interception! And the Packers twist the knife after that interception. Wow, they took it all the way back to the 20-yard line before being stopped.
At the 20-yard line.
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Love now. And he's going to want another chance of that one. Catchable ball indeed. Just couldn't come up with it. 2nd down. They sure were handed incredible field position by their defense, but couldn't get it done on that first play of the drive right there.
That's right. You love this opportunity, but the key, Kate, you can't press, right? You get such great field position. You know you want a touchdown, but you got to just continue to execute.
On 2nd down, Love. And he's going to get there inside the pylon. Touchdown, Green Bay. Tucker Kraft from 20 yards out. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
The Packers will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Love looking to pass. And he's into the end zone for 2. That sets him up with a 14-point lead.
Packers 21, Steelers 7. Trey Smack to kick off for Green Bay.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Dowdle now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Now here's Rodgers. Passing quick here, but the pass rush fast enough to match it. On him in time to alter that throw, and it falls incomplete. That brings up second down.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Rodgers is hit. The ball is loose. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And they'll advance it no further. They belt him as he tries bringing that fumble forward.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Well, they got the football back, Brock, but things don't look much better. It's third and long. Dumps it off to his running back. Man, he's going to be stopped with a good ways still to go. Defenders rallying to that completion. That forces fourth down.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. First, second, third down, sometimes even fourth. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. And time runs out before we can get another snap here in this third quarter. It's Steelers football. A nice help for them as they trail entering the quarter. Back for the fourth, and it is time, Brock, to go all out. They're going for this from their own side. Desperation time here on fourth. Has a man downfield. It's Pittman. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. So they'll decline this and take the result. Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Now Rodgers. A throw right side, caught by Bernard. And they make the tackle at the 38. Working quickly here.
10 more yards. That's another Steelers first down.
Rodgers set to pass. Rushes right there as he releases it. And it goes nowhere near the target. Lucky to avoid a sack there, Brock. It is second down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there will be more interceptions.
Well, it sure seems like they have found the wrinkle in their coverage that this QB just can't quite read. Brock got him on a pick on the last drive, and he should have had him again right there.
Kate, I can't tell you how lonely a feeling this is.
Yeah.
One interception you don't like, back-to-back drives, that's a really hard walk off the field.
Got to start taking better care of the football, Brock, as he brings him to the line here, third down. Rodgers will look to throw. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the fourth. Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in four-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
That's complete to Reed, out left. They get a lot out of this play, 21 yards before the tackle is finally made. And that is a Packers first down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Handoff here to Jacobs. Into the second level past the 30. And he's going to have this all the way down to the 4. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
It is just so hard, Kate, to get these chunk explosive runs. But what it does now is it especially sets the table in prime scoring position.
Going power with a big tight end. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. They'll pitch it to Jacobs. And this might be the one that puts it away. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs brought one back earlier and now takes one across. That one splits the uprights. And the lead now 21.
Steelers 7. To kick off for Green Bay.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Dowdle now to return it. Jukes away from one. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Here's Rodgers. The throw left side finds Freiermuth. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on first down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Rodgers now on second down. Pressure closing in. They're going to get him back at the 20. And that stop makes it third and a very unlucky 13 now for this offense.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
And they needed several times what they got right there. Stopped with just 3 on the completion. That means it's 4th and long.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
And it looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
The ball carrier taken down at the 14-yard line.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Packers, well, they can probably just run away and hide. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Love using the legs here.
That's called team defense and tremendous containment. Nobody defensively overcommitted to the read option, and they had more than enough arsenal to take advantage and stretch it out and hit that play behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a nickel look from the Steelers here on 3rd. They'll go from the gun with Lloyd. And across the goal line he goes for the Green Bay touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
That's up and through for the point after. And they just keep adding to their lead. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Dowdle now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. To throw, Rodgers. Gets it downfield, on target to Metcalf. Oh, that one did some damage as he's finally hauled down. A gain of about 24. First down coming up. To throw is Rodgers. Oh, he's headed for the ground. They get him at the 35. Devontae Wyatt. And that is a couple for him today.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Rodgers to throw, 2nd down. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And the defender is there with him every step of the way downfield to make the hit and break up that catch. It's 3rd down.
I can imagine the more vocal guys on that defense, especially linebacker, safety, reminding the guys, hey, listen, nothing behind us, and when we get a chance to knock it down, one-on-one, we got to win these contested plays as they just did.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Evan Williams.
Kid, I think the one thing you and I love about this NFL game is almost all of them are one-score games. So to see a blowout like this, it's taken a superhuman effort defensively, and they just added to it.
Finds a nice lane there, and that's good for 6 yards.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.